Okay, so I've been using my iPhone 11 Pro Max for 3 days now, and during the first day of use, I was doing a combo of the iPhone 11 Pro Max along with my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and the other 2 days, I went straight with just the iPhone 11 Pro Max. During those 2 days, however, I kind of missed my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but let me explain why. So let me start off by saying that intro to this video does not mean that I prefer my Galaxy Note 10 Plus over my iPhone 11 Pro Max, or vice versa, simply because I'm just now starting to truly use the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I'll see how I like it over the next few weeks first. Also, I've been out of the Apple ecosystem since the iPhone 8, but I've always kept 1 or 2 iPhones around just to keep up with what's happening in that world. Plus, my wife swears by Apple devices. That being said, my everyday phone has been an Android of some kind over the past few years. This phone is an amazing device. The build quality is just solid and it feels crazy premium in your hands, as you would expect coming from Apple. The camera is fantastic. In fact, so far I actually prefer the iPhone camera night mode over the Galaxy Note 10 Plus night mode. But obviously these two are packed with a ton of features, so I can't say just yet which one of the cameras I prefer overall, at least not until I do further testings, because it's very subjective. Now, I did a clean or bulk data transfer from my Galaxy Note 10 Plus over into my iPhone 11 Pro Max, so I was up to date with everything on my iPhone 11 Pro Max when I started using it. Essentially, I pretty much started off on it exactly where I left off on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Now, here's the first reason why I started missing my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and many of you may have seen this coming already because I've talked about it quite a few times on Twitter. Split screen or multitasking. I use it pretty much every day on my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and the fact that I don't have that option to multitask on the iPhone is really a bummer. One simple example is that when I'm driving, I like to listen to music videos on YouTube, and since I don't have YouTube Premium, the only way to keep music playing is to keep YouTube open. So what I do is a split screen with Google Maps and YouTube on my Note, and don't you worry, I actually don't watch the videos as I'm driving. I just keep it open for the audio, then I make sure that the GPS takes over like 70% of the screen. The next reason why I missed the Galaxy Note 10 Plus was because I had to get used or readjust to the iPhone user interface. Now, since I've been away from the ecosystem for a couple of years now, I lost the use of the iPhone GUI, meaning coming from an Android. Now, this may sound just a little bit petty, but a simple little touch as the back button location change started to really annoy me on the iPhone. I'm not saying this just because everybody says it, but I actually do have huge hands. But yet, I may have to start using this iPhone with 2 hands, I guess as it was intended, because on many apps on iOS, I have to reach to the top left corner in order to go back to the previous screen. Whereas on my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, even though it's a wider screen, I still end up using just one hand because the back button is at the bottom. Another thing I like with this iPhone or iOS is that Face ID is just wicked fast, and I love it. I truly believe it when Apple says that it's even faster than before. I wish Samsung Face Unlock could be as fast. The iPhone 11 Pro Max is just crazy fast, and I really can't tell which one is faster. Well, visually that is. They're both extremely fast devices. The third thing I'm starting to miss is the flexibility of using DeX and bulk transfer my stuff to my computer. Although I do hear that Apple AirDrop is just awesome. I haven't used it yet, but will do over the next few days just to see how I like it over the use of DeX. Overall, this is not a review of the iPhone 11 Pro Max versus the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. It's just my first impressions after a few days of use and how the Switch is impacting my phone use and productivity. So I'm going to be doing a thorough testing of both phones and come back with a full review of the iPhone 11 Pro Max versus the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. And of course, go ahead and stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.